with another DJs BrewTube beer review. What do we have in front of us here? That's right, we've got beer from DogFish Head Craft Brewery out of Milton, Delaware, USA. Yay, yay! So, you know what that means. It's time for DJ to go local! That's right, guys, we're going local yet again with another DogFish Head beer. And what beer do we have from them today? We have a newish sort of beer, at least really new to the bottling world anyway. It's been around since 2016, but enough ado. What beer is it? It's oak-aged Siracusa Nera. That's right, this is a Russian Imperial Stout. It's a limited serving. It clocks in at 10% ABV and 60 IBUs. Now, you're saying oak-aged. What's that mean? It's not been bourbon barrel-aged, no, but it's been oak foeder-aged, since they have big, gigantic oak foeders at DogFish Head. If you go on a tour, go see them. DogFish Head is a great brewery tour. Anywho, they've also, since it's DogFish Head, you got to add something a little twist. Siracusa Nera, which I believe is the really dark grapes that they have in here. They've added Syrah grape must to the mix. So it's a Russian Imperial Stout, oak foeder aged with Syrah grape must. That equals what? A hybrid. That's right. Since Midas Touch, they've been making sort of beer-wine hybrids at DogFish Head. Why not? So, at time of recording, this beer has been in the bottle about, like 3 months. So, anywho, time to pop the top on this bad boy, get in the snapta, and tell you what's up with Siracusa Nera. Oak-aged. Hell yes. Gigantic hiss off the top. Tons of cannon smoke. Obsessively collectible DogFish Head crown. Let's get in the snapta. Yes, dark and lovely. Look at that black water going into the glass. Hell yes, super dark head too. Gotta freaking like that. Sounds like sort of fizzy and soap and sort of soda-ish. So, anywho, let's talk about it. This beer is black as night. There is no light penetrating this, not even close to it. We got, I'd say, a finger and a half of super tightly packed bubble head. A little tiny bit soap sudsy at the top when I swirl it. Yeah, we're going to get some nice glass leaks, and I think maybe out of this chocolatey colored head, but there's tons of alcohol legs gripping down the top of the snifter. But take a look at that lovely black water in the glass. But you know what? With those adjuncts in there and the oak aging and the fact that it's a Russian Imperial Stout, it better smell good too. So let's dive in for the aroma. Big roasty notes, like really big roast. Tons of vanilla, guess coming from the oak foeders. As the head receives a good dose of cocoa and coffee. Man, big, chocolatey, rich, thick, and there's sort of a berry-ish, fruity note in the background. I can only surmise that's the Syrah grape must doing its magic. Man, but it smells delicious. It's big and rich. There's a licorice note in there. Like I said, tons and tons of dark roasted malt and dark roasted coffee. Dark chocolate. It's all about big, dark, heavy flavors and aromas with a big dose of vanilla and char. You know what? This smells freaking delicious. I'm diving in. Cheers! Wow. Unlike in the aroma, there's tons and tons of great flavor in there. Wow. It's a tartness almost that you get from it. Right up at the front, your first hit definitely with that roastiness because it's a very roasty stout. Reminds me a little bit of Bitches Brew, how it's got that big roast note to the front of it, or maybe even their, what was it, their chicory stout back in the day where it had that really roasting coffee thing going on. That's got this. After that, the grape must comes in like the middle of the tongue, and on the back end, it's all about coffee and dark chocolate in the finish. It's got a quite dry finish to it. I suspect when you use grape must in there, you're finishing out pretty good with the yeast. A little bit of like earthy hop bitterness going on the sides of the tongue. It's a medium-bodied stout, not super heavy. The 10% would tell you, and the fact that it's a Russian Imperial Stout would tell you it's going to be bigger. I suspect also, having brewed with, fruit juices and things in beers before, they tend to thin out the body a little bit. That's probably done at that. As I thought, we got nice glass slicing, but man, the 10% is completely hidden. As you drink it, there's licorice notes come up, tons of oak tannins, kind of like you poured some, I guess, Syrah, or, like, almost to me, it's coming off like you put a little bit of Cabernet or a little bit of hit of, like, Merlot into your beer, but it's integrated perfectly. If you just, dosed your beer with that integration wouldn't be there. In this, it is, because it's been, brewed together and fermented together. But it's a really cool beer wine hybrid with nice defined flavors that I think would sell her pretty well too. If you got a bottle of this and put it away for a while, I think the sort of fruity notes that will come up from the yeast esters after a while will also amplify, and the roastiness will back off a little bit, so you'll have a little bit more sweet to tart balance thing going on in there. But now it's a roast to tart balance, because as you drink onto it, that licorice flavor that I talked about, or that chicory note, is coming up a bit higher. All in all, really, really cool beer that I'm digging. So, let's grade it. At time of recording, Beer Advocate is giving this 4.05 out of 5 points, and I guess that's into their, A-, heading towards A range, somewhere in that range. And Untapped is giving this 3.9 caps, which I suppose for those guys would be super high, B+, probably A- range. And let me take another taste of this. It's a really cool beer that's not going to be for everybody. The big roast notes combined with that wine, it tastes like, in a lot of ways, like almost really oaked wine that had like a real dark char to the oak almost if you put it in there. Or if you've ever taken some dark oak chips that you're going to age a beer on and put wine in there, if you taste that wine when it's been oaked up with some dark toasted oak, it's got that flavor going on, which won't be for everybody. I dig it. I'm going to give it a 95. I think it's an A beer. It's definitely a really good marrying of what the characteristics of wine blending into a stout. But like I said, not everyone's going to grade at that. So I like it because I dig those intense flavors of that intense roast driving in the background with that wine flavor. So have you had Oak Aged Siracusa Nera from DogFish Head Craft Brewery? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like to quid pro quo back and forth. And I'm loving it when you think locally, drink locally. I'm getting it done. Come on. Support that craft beer movement. Also, if you could do me a big favor and rate, comment, subscribe, and if you can get down to it, get to the nitty gritty and smash that like button, because that, along with only one bottle, that's all I'm going to need tonight of DogFish Head's Oak Aged Siracusa Nera to put my big ass happy face on. So the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a hell bunch of Siracusa Nera drinking love for you, and you know what's coming by now. That's right. A big local drinking peace out!